All right, the next person up is Chris Iconicide. I saw him around. Where is he?
Right in front of you.
It's right here.
Oh, hello.
The whole day. The whole day.
The whole day.
Okay. Author of Notes from the Exploding Library, recipient of the 2019 Acker Award, founding member of the bands Iconicide. Oh my God.
The Bum Rush Crew.
Oh, okay. The Bum, whatever it is.
That's last year's intro.
Yeah, the Bum Rush Crew and Chaos Matters.
Yeah.
By the way, on the Tompkins Square Library if anyone's interested. Or I got one for 10 minutes. The death of Chris Iconicide. Dateline, Friday, May 21st, 1993. I was living on my own down in Flatbush, the only area I could afford, after kicking out my sister's best friend's ex, who I later found out had stripped himself naked in said friend's kitchen and refused to leave when she announced she was breaking up with him. It was 11 o'clock p.m. when I was on my way to the Newkirk Avenue stop on the number 2 so I could travel back to Bushwick, crash on my mom's couch, jam with my drummer in his grandmother's apartment on Saturday, and on Sunday, see Serious Business play a Rock Against Racism show in Union Square with a black woman I was seeing, who I had already decided was my emotional and intellectual equal. As I pushed through the turnstile, my Sinsonics Terminator guitar bungee corded to a cheap luggage cart in the cardboard box that had been mailed to me in. Two local toughs, hanging by interest, decided I was the wrong color to live. Heard one say to the other, someone's gonna get something. Though I didn't think much anything of it at the time. They followed me down the platform to the far end of the station, AKA the front of the train, where I had gone so I could make the transfer to the L at 14th Street, where the larger of the two tried to start something. Having spent a lifetime of ignoring idiots, I turned away when a set of brass knuckles at the end of a set of jail cell muscle bestowed upon me an 8-inch skull fracture from behind. Thanks to my dear dead dad, I don't feel pain all that well. So that sort of pissed me off. I whirled around, glared at my attacker, and yelled, "What the fuck you do that for?" Which is how 8 inches of skull fracture miraculously became 16. From behind. For whatever reason, maybe they were convinced this white piece of garbage was high on PCP, or they figured there was no way of putting me down. They grabbed me by the scruff of the neck and the seat of the pants and threw me, still holding my luggage, the luggage cart with my guitar, to the tracks, and they ran. I picked up that luggage cart, my guitar still secure, and climbed back to the platform. There were maybe a dozen or so witnesses. I mean, it was Friday night, but I was the wrong color to help. Oh, there was that West Indian businessman with a dark gray suit, white shirt, red bow tie, round-rimmed glasses, and pencil-thin mustache, who told me to stay where I was in case somebody calls the police. But I yelled at him, "What the fuck did you just do?" when I was getting my brains bashed in? Nah, nobody called, nobody helped. I went back to the far end of the platform, caught the next train, and sat there for the hour-plus trip to 14th Street. Maybe 4 people looked into the car on the way up, but nobody did anything like report a sick passenger. They left. After all, as a poor, skinny, long-haired white kid, dressed in black, sitting next to a guitar, I looked dangerous. Again, the wrong type to help. Oh, and I vomited once on the floor of the train. Epidural hematoma. Look it up. At 14th Street, I sat down on the bottom of the staircase in an attempt to get myself together and vomited again. And that's when the cops came. Now, I have never in my life been given reason to like cops. And this portly male-female duo did nothing to break the mold, including him taking out his nightstick, twirling it around, and smacking it on the floor as he approached. Her sneer didn't help much either. Hey, buddy, you been drinking? Nah, man, I just got my head beaten down in Flatbush. I know, you've been doing drugs, rock and roll. Nah, man, I just got finished telling you I had my head beat the fuck down in Flatbush. You better get a move on. I'm gonna put you somewhere you can sober up. I know your kind. At which point, he used his nightstick to point at the puddle of my vomit. I looked at him, grimaced. It's rice and beans. Can't you tell? I still had no idea how badly I was hurt, or how close I was to death, or what a struggle it would be to come back from the dead. I did know, though, I was much better off on my mom's couch than locked all night in a drunk tank. So I hoisted myself to my feet, grabbed a cart with my guitar, and dragged myself up those stairs so I could transfer to the L. Well, that's the beginning anyway. What, I didn't get to the part where I died? Maybe next time. You got an hour or two? Notes from the Exploring Library, $17.95 online. I got 2 reader's copies for $10. Check them out. Or go to the Tompkins Square Park Library. You got a library card. The worst thing about it, true story.
I want you to know, this guy has so many stories.